and welcome back to Pronunciation with Emma. In today's video, we're going to go through 60 of the most common irregular verbs in English and how to pronounce them. If you're serious about improving your pronunciation, you'd like daily feedback on your pronunciation, you'd like a one-to-one session with me every month, plus a group webinar every month, and access to over 100 pronunciation lessons that are growing every single month, then take a look at my online pronunciation course, the Pronunciation Pro membership site. I will leave it linked down below in the description for you to check out. I'll pronounce these verbs in 3 different forms: the present, conjugated, the past, and the past participle. So you can listen and repeat. So let's get started with the verbs. I will only be using the strong form of the verbs in this video. I will not be covering weak forms. So the first one, be, am, are, is, was, were, been, become, becomes, became, become, begin, begins, began, begun, blow, blows, blew, blown, break, breaks, broke, broken, bring, brings, brought, brought, build, builds, built, built, buy, buys, bought, bought, choose, chooses, chose, chosen, come, comes, came, come, cut, cuts, cut, cut. So there's no change with this one. Draw, draws, drew, drawn, drink, drinks, drank, drunk. You may also find that native English speakers tend to mix the past and past participle and use them both pretty much in the same way with many of the verbs on this list. Not all of them, but I know in particular, like broke, many people say like I have broke it instead of I have broken it and things like that. As I said, it's just something to be aware of. Drive, drives, drove, driven, do, does, did, done, eat, eats, ate, ate, eaten. Now with that past one, you can see that there are 2 ways that I am pronouncing the same one, depending on when the person is from and depending on many other factors. Some speakers will say ate, I ate the apple, or I ate the apple. Me, personally, I use ate, but many speakers use ate as well. Fall, falls, fell, fallen, feel, feels, felt, felt, fight, fights, fought, fought, find, finds, found, found. Notice that with finds, I'm not pronouncing that D. That's because that particular consonant cluster of n, d, z is quite tricky to do, so I highly recommend cutting that D. Instead of trying to say finds and making life way more difficult for yourself, just cut the D and say finds. Fly, flies, flew, flown, forget, forgets, forgot, forgotten, get, gets, got, got. Speakers from the United States will use gotten as the past participle. In the UK, we tend to use got. However, you may hear some speakers from the UK using gotten, but this is more of an American influence. So it is more common to use got here in the UK, but don't be surprised if you hear some people using gotten. Give, gives, gave, given. Go, goes, went, gone, grow, grows, grew, grown, have, has, had, had, hear, hears, heard, heard, keep, keeps, kept, kept, know, knows, knew, known, leave, leaves, left, left, lend, lends. Again, cut that D. Lens, lent, lent, let, lets, let, let, lose, loses, lost, lost, make, makes, made, made, mean, means, meant, meant, meet, meets, met, met, pay, pays, paid, paid, put, puts, put, put. Again, no change with this one, just like cut. Quit, quits, quit, quit. Again, no change. Read, reads. Again, remove that D. Reads, read, read. With this one, the spelling stays exactly the same, however, the pronunciation changes. Read, read, read. Ride, rides. So soften that D. Rides, rode, ridden. Rise, rises, rose, risen. Run, runs, ran, run. Say, says, said, said. Now, many speakers in the UK may say says, like he says, she says. While this is not in the dictionary will just tell you says, many people still do it. I do it as well from time to time. It's very, very common. So again, it's not in the dictionary, but you may hear people using it in the UK. See, sees, saw, seen. Sell, sells, sold, sold. Send, sends. Again, remove that D. Sends, sent, sent. Sing, sings, sang, sung. Again, many native speakers in the UK will change sang and sung and say, I have sang, I have sung, and they use both. So if you hear people doing that, again, just be aware that it happens. Sit, sits, sat, sat. Sleep, sleeps, slept, slept. Speak, speaks, spoke, spoken. Swim, swims, swam, swum. Again, another one that natives sometimes switch around. Yesterday I swam, yesterday I swum, I have swam, I have swum. Many natives switch these and confuse these. Take, takes, took, taken. Again, this is another one that natives tend to confuse with the past and the past participle. It's more common that with the past participle, natives use either taken or took. We wouldn't really say yesterday I taken, natives don't confuse that one, but many natives may say I have took instead of I have taken. Again, it's something to be aware of. Teach, teaches, taught, taught. Tell, tells, told, told. Think, thinks, thought, thought. Understand, understands. So again, that D gets weakened, removed pretty much. Understands. Understood, understood. Wear, wears. Wore, worn. And our last one, write, writes, wrote, written. And those are our 60 most common irregular verbs in English. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you've learned something new. If you have learned something from this lesson and you've enjoyed it, then please hit the like button. It really helps out my videos and my channel. Remember, if you're also interested in getting daily feedback on your pronunciation, having a one-to-one session with me every month to talk about your pronunciation, plus a group webinar to answer any questions you have about pronunciation and listening, then take a look at my online pronunciation course. There are over 100 pronunciation lessons available in there, and I add new ones every single month. The link for that will be in the description of this video. If you know of any other common irregular verbs that didn't quite make today's list, then do feel free to put them down in the comments below as well. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next lesson. Bye bye!